How can Facebook help your business in generating more money? Here's the thing about Facebook. You can implement a specific system, and that's called marketing, to make sure that from point 1 to point 10, you're getting in cold traffic. So people that do not know about you, or maybe they don't even know that they need your service, to become qualified lead, right? A person that has answered like 8 questions, gone through a whole lot of information, has learned about you. How does that happen? First of all, it's all in the targeting. Facebook has 52,000 data points per single individual user. What's a data point? A data point is my skin color, my hair color. What do I do on Friday at 8 p.m.? How long do I look at my phone at night, right? Those are all data points. You don't know 10,000 things about yourself. You can name 10,000 things about, I can name 10,000 things about myself, and they know 52,000 data points, single individual data points that are being used to target people. Why? Because they're a business. They want to make money. That's how they make money, right? If they can have the most amount of information, then they can have more money because people will pay for that information. And how we can actually use that information is in this way. If we identify the ideal client profiles that we want to target, and we put it inside of the messaging or inside of the targeting, we can say to Facebook, hey, these are the types of people that we want to work with. Please go and find similar people. And what Facebook will do is they have like these buckets of people. So they classify, bucket A, bucket B, bucket C. They classify those people by interests, by age, by whatever. We tell them, hey, we want to find these types of people. Go and search them. What Facebook is going to do, they're going to go and they're going to search, okay, let's try bucket A. If we continue paying for Facebook for the campaigns to be running, then Facebook will continue take from bucket A the people, right? Similar people, like qualified or unqualified, whatever. If we stop the campaign, we make a new campaign, Facebook's like, oh, he's not paying me anymore. He's making a new campaign. He made a change into the Facebook ad. That means he didn't like these leads. Let me try bucket B. And so on until he finds the correct bucket where we continue spending with Facebook. And additionally of that, what we can do with the targeting, how you've gone on a website and asked for like cookies. Well, cookies is your information. It's data points. It's asking you, can I use your information and can I sell it to other people, right? So for example, on Google, when you click yes for cookies, that's where Google is collecting all of your information. And Facebook and Google, like they're exchanging these informations because they're making money off of you, right? If it's free, then you're the product, you're the service. Which at the end of the day, we're in a world where that's that. We can't really change anything. What we can do is we can utilize that in our favor, right? If we know that that's how that works, and now Facebook, Meta, Mark Zuckerberg has bought WhatsApp, has Threads, has all these platforms under one roof. You've maybe chatted with somebody on WhatsApp and like 5 minutes later, it shows what you chatted about. For example, as an ad, refrigerator with your wife, and then you see a refrigerator. Yeah, like they're obviously utilizing all of that. Is that illegal? Yeah. Most likely. I'm not sure, haven't checked into that, but that's most likely illegal to use. But like they're gonna use it to make money. It's not like it's killing anybody at this point. And that's the targeting that we're implementing for your business to make sure that we're actually attracting the right types of people, right? That's the first part, the targeting. Then we have the messaging, the unique selling proposition. And what is the unique selling proposition and the messaging? It's what actually differentiates you from other people in the industry. So if you're selling those, for example, ventilation, why should a person buy from you? What's the main reason? And these things you can typically understand from, if you go ask your existing clients, hey, why did you choose us over that other company? Or for example, if you have this one client that, I changed providers, why did you come to us? Why did you stop working with them? Those are the main reasons, and those are your unique selling propositions. It might be you have faster response rate, you have better support, you have better communication skills, you have better prices, you have better X, Y, and Z. And when you identify those target audiences and you can actually implement those unique selling propositions where you can showcase to the people what you're all about, and you're showing to them, right? And you're showing to 100,000 people over the span of a month or a week, you're showing, hey, 100,000 people, look, we're good because we do X, Y, and Z. Do fill out a form if you're interested. From those 100,000 people, minimum of like 2,000 are going to be interested. How many of them are going to go and fill out the form and qualify really depends on the qualification, really depends on if your offer is good. And after you're able to showcase that, so that might be in ad creatives or that might be in video ads, right? You explain your offer. There's multiple strategies. That might be the first one. And then after that, It's either they go directly to the qualification and you don't have a retargeting marketing system set up in place, and then they go to your sales team, or we do have a marketing system in place where if, for example, they see this first ad, they fill out the form, and afterwards we have that information. Remember the cookies, whatever. We take that information and now we retarget them, right? We retarget them with 10 video clips. And for example, those 10 video clips are small, short, 50-second video clips where we talk about the 10 most asked questions to your salespeople. So that might be, hey, I was just curious, like, how long does it take to set up? If that's one of the biggest questions that your salespeople get asked, we put that into a video clip. And then from that point on, that video clip is shown and retargeted to those specific people that filled out the form that are interested upwards of 10 to 20 times within like 3-day span. So imagine you fill out a form and you have like these 10 video clips of 10 things that are being answered, being shown up to you 20 times in your feed. Plus, additionally of that, you have an email sequences where you're receiving like 2-3 emails a day, answering like some questions. The moment they go to your sales team, that's when, you know, your sales team has a very easy job of actually working those people and closing them. That's about the marketing. And then we have the qualification form. So about the qualification form, you're able on Facebook to make a form where it just says, so intro, or even without the intro, depending on how many leads or how good quality leads you want to have, where the intro says like, hey, we sell, you know, for example, ventilation systems for starting at 2K, and you know, our setup time is X, Y, and Z. We do this. The person reads that, and then they have like 8 questions. For example, first question might be like, where are you located? Second question could be, how big is your house or apartment? Do you have a house or apartment? Are you the main decision maker in the household? What's the reason for you wanting the ventilation system? Imagine you in the shoes of the client. You're going through all of that. So you have the targeting. We targeted them because they said in a WhatsApp chat that, you know, it's hot at night and they can't sleep, and Meta flagged that, bomb, that's a person that's in bucket A that need ventilations. Then that's where they're getting shown those USP, those messaging where, hey, the reason why we're the best is X, Y, and Z. Fill out the form if you're interested. The person's obviously interested, so they fill out the form, they go on the landing page, they read the intro, they're like, oh, okay, this is starting at 2K, this is how much it takes. Okay, then they have like 8 questions. They're like, yeah, well, my house is 80 square meters. I'm the main decision maker. The reason why I want to buy is because I've been sweating at night. And then they fill out the form. And then the next 3 days, they're getting bombarded with video clips on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, in their email about explaining what's the service. The reason why you should bombard them, people actually like this, that they're having the information provided to them. It's taking off the job. Because when you fill out a form, that's the moment where you go into a position where you're trying to understand a bit more if this is for you or if you're going to waste time, right? Because we don't want to be wasting time. That's biologically. People do not want to waste calories. So if you're able to actually provide them the information that they're looking for to understand is your service, your product, is for them, like, they're going to be so thankful. And even when we implement this system, we only get 1 out of 10 people that are like, oh, why did you send me like 4 email? Well, because the other 9 people bought our service and you're the only one that's not happy. I'd rather have 1 unhappy person that received too many emails and have 9 buying customers than have 7 people that are unhappy and they have to make, you know, the research, and the sales cycle takes weeks longer, and only 2 people buy out of like 10 that where 8 are not buying or taking too long to buy because they don't have the information. I'd rather have the first option than the second option. That's why we're implementing all of this targeting, all of this retargeting. When you're able to implement this whole system, this whole ecosystem within your business, that's when you actually have a good marketing system that generates qualified leads on a day-to-day basis for your sales team to be able to work better, to get more leads in, to have better commissions, and at the end of the day, for you to make more money. We offer this service where we implement all of the marketing. If this sounds somewhat interesting to you guys, there is somewhere down there a link below where you can click and get into contact with us, schedule a call. But anyways, hopefully this video gave you some very good information, which you might be able to implement in your business or change some things up, or you have some newer ideas how you could implement for you. So use them, go implement them, get some good results from them, and you know, have a blessed day, guys. Bye-bye.